Cheers, boys. Here's to another week of fantasy football. The week 5 recap coming at you. Let's just get right to it. Kind of got to eat my words a little bit. Apparently, Conspiracy Theories team didn't like me making fun of them last week, so they decided to actually show up for a game and finally get a big win in week 5 of fantasy football. Conspiracy Theory himself showed up to get a win. It's not really saying much because it's week 5 of fantasy football and you got your first win. Uh, so guess what that means? That means you win 1 out of every 5 weeks. So that puts you at basically 2 wins on the season. So, but I'll give it to you this week. I give you props. Your team showed up. Like you had 3 or 4 players scored 30 more points and wiped the floor with the battle of terrible teams with Mike Munger beating Winston 179 to 78, which was insane. And you took down high score of the week, of course. So props to you. You got your win. You'll probably get one more win on the season, and you'll be battling out for first pick next year. But good job there, Conspiracy Theory. Let's see. Go to the Battle of the Raider Fags. Wasn't much of a battle. Uh, Nate, as per his usual form, lost again to T-Money, 94-71. Not any huge point totals there. T-Money just got the win by default because Nate's team is falling apart. Then we go to the Battle of LSU versus Florida with Alex and Cliff, and Cliff actually pulled it out 104-101 in a tight one with Aaron Rodgers bailing him out with some 30 points and getting some redemption for LSU getting spanked by Florida. Sorry, can't really avoid that topic, but oh well. Then we got Joe versus Dave. It was a tie, 84-84, but they retroed a touchdown to Ben Roethlisberger. That was at first thought to be a lateral to Mendenhall, but then they changed it, the ruling, to being a pass to Mendenhall, so it gave him a passing touchdown, which gave Joe 6 more points to win it outright, 90-84. Good win for Joe, tough loss for you, Dave. And then we go to myself versus Michael Miller. I thought I was all good going into the Sunday night game, but Jimmy Graham got hurt and couldn't come up with 5 points to get me the win. So I lost 104 to 100. So that sucked, but what are you going to do? That's what happens, fantasy football. So let's move on to our standings after week 5. We have Cliff at the top of the standings with a 4-1 record, followed by Mr. Mike Miller with a 4-1 record as well. Cliff being in number 1 with points 4. Then we have the 3 and 2s, myself, Nate, and Team Money at 3 and 2. Then we have the 2 and 3s, which is Dave, Alex, and Joe. And finally, we have the bottom feeders at 1 and 4, which would be Conspiracy Theory and Winston. Sorry, bottom. I had to look really low to find his name. Sorry, Winston. Anyways, and by the way, Munger, I'm not even referring to you by your name anymore. I'm just calling you Conspiracy Theory from now on. So just so you know. So let's look ahead to the Week 6 matchups. We have a battle between Alex and Mike Miller. See if Alex can get to 500 at 3-3, or if Mike Miller goes to 5-1. We got Dave versus Conspiracy Theory to see if Dave can go to 3-3, or Conspiracy Theory can get his second win of the year. Highly unlikely, because his team's not going to show up again for another, let's see, 5 weeks. Then we got Cliff versus T Money. T Money trying to go to 4-2, and Cliff trying to keep it rolling to get to 5-1. Then we got Joe versus Winston. Joe trying to get to 500, Winston trying to get out of the cellar. And finally, you got Nate versus myself, which means Nate's going to lose again, because that's what he does at this time of the year. Yeah, not much else to say about that. Let's see. Oh, and to address Dave's post on, I have no idea why Alex Green was picked up, dropped, and picked up again all the same day. I was trying to look into it, but I have not found any reason why. If you really want Alex Green that much, I guess you could always trade with Conspiracy Theory. I don't know what else to tell you. Alright, boys, that's it for this week. Nothing else going on at this point, so cheers to you.